Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 31 of the October Daily Draws. So as we close out the week and approach the weekend, let's see what message we get. As well as that, we're closing out the month. And of course, it's Samhain, it's Halloween. So blessed Samhain and happy Halloween to one and all. And let's see what message we get. So let's draw our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. Interesting. We have the Knight of Cups. Yesterday we had the Knight of Wands, so we're finishing on Knights. So which are to me the action court cards. The Knights represent action, about movement, going forward, taking action, development, going towards something, a mission, a sense of purpose. And this so this could be in search of an emotional quest, some emotional fulfillment that we're on searching for, that we're trying to get out of what it is we're trying to achieve. There is an emotional and inner life element to it. This is focusing on our feelings, our emotions, our spiritual well-being. So a new type of connection in that way, a new relationship perhaps in that way. But we're taking the actions in order to move towards that which we seek. It's interesting here in this depiction. He's approaching the river and he's found a cup in the river. Is this what he seeks, or is this something that's been discarded? It could be either way, couldn't it? Is this is this cup representing the new thing that we're searching for? But that would suggest that our quest is nearly over, that we've almost reached it, and we just need to take that last step of action to receive it. And that could be true. But I would venture to say that for most of us, we've still got some way to go on our journey of achievement, on our quest. And this is just something that we find along the way, but it's not for us. Because I feel that it's either something that we've discarded, but that we don't need anymore, or it's something that's just there that someone else has discarded, but we're not going to pick it up because it's not for us either. And there will be things that we'll come across that they're okay, but it's not for us, that we'll have to go past it and continue our search for the right thing, because it has to be the right thing that we're looking for. So that's what I get from this card, that we're on a quest for something tied to our emotional and spiritual fulfillment. And there may be things that we've noticed along the way, but they're not for us. So we need to continue. And we need to take steps forward along this journey. We can't just sit and contemplate. There are things we need to put into motion. And as we do so, we will come across these opportunities. But then when we come across them, we have to discern, is this opportunity for me, or can I move past this and continue my search? So this is what this card is saying, I believe, that there will be things that we discover along the way, but that won't necessarily be for us. And that's why our discernment is necessary. That's why we need to have that intuitive voice within us that will tell us whether or not it's right for us. So all the things that we've been talking about this month makes sense. So if we feel that this is what we're still searching for something, maybe we don't know fully what it is, but we will know it when we see it, is the kind of thing that I'm getting here. So, and if that's the case, we just need to keep actively moving forward. The moment we sit here and do nothing, it's not a case of waiting for it to come to us. Because it's a night, I believe it means we have to actively seek it. We have to go and find it, whatever it is for us. It's not going to come to us as we just sit here and do nothing. That is what this card is saying to us. We have to be actively searching, looking, taking action, making decisions, doing something to move us nearer to that which we seek. And even if we don't know fully, as I say, we might know what it is. And when we find what it is that we're looking for, and we know what shape and form we imagine it to be, when we reach that stage, when we'll know it, and then we'll be able to take hold of it. But if we're not quite sure what form or shape it's going to take, we know we want something, but we're not quite sure what it is that's going to fulfill that, then we keep moving, and then we will probably recognize it, or get that intuitive voice telling us, yes, this is it. So, be vigilant, keep aware as we move forward. Be discerning when we see things, but recognize that it may not be for us. Don't take hold of the first thing that we find, because just because it's the first thing we find or come across, don't grasp at it out of desperation, but only take it if you believe that it's right for you. And if not, go on by and wait for the next thing to find until you find what it is that you're seeking. Okay, that's what I believe the Knight of Cups is saying to us today. See which oracle card we get to go with that. The Underworld. Wow. Well, this is a very apt card to get today, Samhain, Halloween, when the veil is reportedly thinner, and we connect with the underworld, the unseen realm, with our ancestors, with those that have gone before us that are no longer in this physical plane. When we, the veil between the spiritual realm and the physical realm, is the thinnest, and we can connect more easily. And over your known, a shift is near. Take a leap, your journey is clear. So maybe we do have some clarity about what we're seeking. And this, to me, means even if we don't know the full picture, know everything, let's hand over what we do know and trust in the universe to lead us in the right way. And maybe a shift is coming that's going to move us forward when we find what it is we're looking for. So this would, to me, there is a spiritual dimension to this, that where we listen to that spiritual voice within us, intuitive voice that will guide us, like the hermit's lantern, that will move us forward, show us the way, and will reveal the subject of our quest when we see it, and help us to take hold of it. So, but we have to be actively doing it. And that is the message of the cards today. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with the first day of the November daily draws. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.